nagsasagawa po ng command conference sa Camp Crame at pakinggan po natin ang ilang bahagi nito.
Yung first SUV, humigit kumulang 186 ang tama ng bala. Mostly M16 or 5.56 rounds, no? Or 223 din ang tawag dyan. Yung second vehicle, more or less 50 ang tama ng bala. As you know, 13 ang napaslang, ang patay. No? As of today, or as of now, 8 sa kanila ay positive sa paraffin test. Doon sa mga sasakyan na recover sa insidente, 14 ang firearms. 2 ang long, isang M14 na PNP issue, at isang Armalite na lisensyado. Tapos 12, isang dosena ang short firearms, mga pistol. Doon po sa 14 na firearms, 13 ang lisensyado. Yung 2 mahaba at 11 short ang lisensyado. Doon sa 11 short firearm, 7 lang ang may permit to carry. Doon sa 2 mahaba, yung Armalite walang permit to carry, at yung isang PNP issue na M14, presumably merong mission order yan dahil naka-issue ito kay Colonel Consumino. Presumably, binigyan niya ang sarili niya ng mission order na dalhin itong mahabang ito sa labas ng kampo. There was about 265,000 pesos na na-recover. At ito'y na-turnover sa SOCO. Itong 265, more or less ito ha. Talagang bibilangin nila na, but more or less, ayon sa report, more or less 265,000 pesos. Sa ngayon, iniutos na ni Director General Purisima ang relief ng Provincial Director ng Quezon at lahat ng opisyal, mga opisyal na involved dito sa insidenteng ito ay nirelieve na at pinatawag na magpa-report dito sa Camp Crame sa PIHAW unit. All other policemen that were a part of the operation are yung mga hindi opisyal are deemed restricted custody. Doon po sila sa quarters nila. Hindi sila pwede lumabas sa Camp Vicente Lim sa Region 4. Sa ngayon, ito ang yung mga nasabi ko, ito ang mga facts as determined by the PNP fact-finding body led by Chief Superintendent Castro. Inaantay lang nila ang pag-submit ng mga lab reports and the completion of the SOCO reports, and they expect to finalize their report for submission to Chief PNP and subsequently to SILG by Friday this week, day after tomorrow. Matapos nun, we will officially transmit the fact-finding results to the Department of Justice, in particular the NBI, and to the Commission on Human Rights, and of course we will copy the Office of the President. Ayon ito sa utos ng Pangulo, na inisyu kahapon sa aming meeting na ang lead and sole investigating agency, ibig sabihin para malaman talaga at hindi magkaroon ng conflict at hindi magkaroon ng kahit anong duda sa pagko-cover up o whitewash, ang mag-iimbestiga nito ay ang Department of Justice sa pangunguna ng NBI. So, ang PNP is fact-finding kung ano lang ma-establish na facts, sino yung may lisensya, sino yung may permit to carry, ilang bala, soko, etc. Pero anong ibig sabihin itong facts na ito? Ano yung mga conclusion, ano yung mga analysis, ano yung mga background, ano yung konteksto, etc. In short, the investigation proper will be done by the NBI. Doon po nagtatapos ang ating briefing. Bago po namin sagutin ang inyong mga katanungan, you want to, General, you want to, okay. So we will take your questions.
So, Mr. Chairman, first question said na walo positive ka para tingnan. So, indication na puputok sila during that time.
Well, technically, all we can say is they are positive for paraffin. Medyo conjecture na, speculation na, either coming from General Castro, Chief Superintendent Castro, or myself, kung kailan sila nagpaputok. Pero, ang assumption is, sa gitna ng insidente sila nagpaputok. Pero hindi natin masabi yon. Ang masasabi lang natin, technically, is positive sila for paraffin. 8 doon sa 13 namatay.
Based dun sa sasakyan, may na-recover ba shells dun sa loob ng sasakyan? Indication sa sasakyan?
Merong mga na-recover na shells, ang bilang at ang iba't ibang mga kalibre ng bawat shell kasama sa report ng SOCO. Parating pa lang.
Sir, Philippines na.
Pero ko lang, wala kasi nakalagay ko ba dun sa report ni General Castro kung yung mga windows nung dalawang vehicle was naka-close o naka-bukas?
Merong nabanggit tungkol sa mga windows, pero mas mabuti na antayin natin yung SOCO report dahil mas technical nilang masasabi kung nakataas o nakababa dahil just because now hindi mo nakikita yung bintana, maaari na na-shatter yun at hindi ibig sabihin na nakababa di ba? So mas mabuti na antayin natin yung technical report ng SOCO. Sila yung makakapagsabi kung yung mekanismo ng bintana mismo ay nakapataas o nakapababa irrespective of whether kung merong mang glass doon o wala.
Pero kung sa labing tatlo, ilan po yung nakuha sa loob ng sasakyan, yung mga bangkay? Ilan po yung nakuha sa loob, ilan po yung nakuha sa labas, kung mayroon na? Thank you, sir.
Yes, according to the investigation that we conducted, there were 13 of them. 2 were found outside in the canal, which is alongside, and 3 were, 3 po yung nasa first SUV and the rest yung second SUV.
Nasa po si Colonel Consumini po, nasaan sa dalawang sasakyan? And gaano po ba kalayo yung mga police ng pagbari? Gaano kalayo yung sasakyan? Kasi yung tanong po, bakit si Colonel Marantan lang yung tinamaan ng ibang kasamahan?
Okay, in respect to your first question, basing sa initial reports na natanggap namin sa SOCO, yung identification ng position ng mga tao when they process the area, Police Superintendent Consumino was at the co-pilot seat of the second vehicle.
Sa likuran. Sa likod lang.
Co-pilot sir of the second vehicle.
Of the second vehicle, ibig sabihin,
Yung second vehicle, yung sa likuran na sasakyan.
Sir, saan po nang galing yung unang putok? Sino po yung unang nagputok? Nasa pangalawang sasakyan?
Yan, wala pang kanyan. We're still trying to find out and it will be incorporated in our official report to our Chief PNP.
Pero yung ano lang po na bakit sa, kung di man po yung police na nandun, isa lang yung tinamaan, palitan, sa palitan.
That is also one of the subjects that we will be giving to the report to the Chief PNP. So we will finalize that in due time. We have given up to Friday of this week to make the final report.
Okay, Edwin. C7.
Sir, good afternoon po. Saan po bumagsak si Colonel Parantan? Sa first weekend, sa second weekend? Yung first Colonel Parantan nasa second weekend, si Colonel Parantan po ba yung nagtanong? Siya po ba yung nag-approach sa vehicle? Para magtanong?
Ganito yan. We're still establishing kasi we're basing it on facts. So I hope you can bear with us. The final report that we'll be giving will be incorporated in our final report so that it will be supported and corroborated by the testimonies and the results of our crime lab once we get to hold of it.
Thank you, ma'am. I thank you, sir. Based po dun sa finding question na meron pong mga signages na nauna, may slow down before reaching the checkpoint proper at saka after dun sa checkpoint proper mismo, may mga uniformed personnel, may marked vehicle. Dun po sa checkpoint proper, nabanggit po dun sa report na mga non-uniform, hindi naka-uniform yung mga taong nagmando. Based on the SOP of on checkpoints, was it followed? Was this done properly?
That has to do with the policy of the PNP. Si Director General Purisima is the best person.
Actually, doon sa situation na yun, the police operational procedures were not followed. Na dapat meron pong police vehicle with visible markings. Should the personnel in the checkpoint should be in uniform na nakikita ng mga hindi yung nakasibilyan. So, practically based on those facts that have been stated, there is a violation of the police operational procedures in the conduct of checkpoints.
One last, sir. Sir, I understand the checkpoint was set up hurriedly, mabilisan dahil meron po kasi dito condition na dadaan. So, kino-consider din po ba yung sir ng PNP?
Actually, it's not, we have to determine that yet. Wala pa tayong statement na gano'n that was hurriedly set up. We are still, we are just, ang sa atin lang is tinignan lang natin kung ano yung nandun. So, we are not speculating, we are not concluding anything here. So, kinuha lang natin yung detalye na nakikita natin.
Thank you po.
So, Rico? 55?
Good afternoon po. Sir, yung po mga tama ng bala din sa akin. Ano yung entry na exit na post? Determine na po sa natin.
So 186? Yung trajectory report ng Crime Lab ang inaantay natin. Pero sa kanilang cursory na pagtingin, yun ngayon na bilang nila, 186. Yung bullet hits. So, incoming yun sa sasakyan. Tama, General? Incoming sa sasakyan.
Pending can be coming from, because of that trajectory, we're still awaiting for the trajectory report of the crime lab so that we can determine how many bullets that really were towards the vehicles or it was shot coming from the inside the vehicle. So, doon na lang po natin makikita kung was there really shots fired inside and how many were geared towards the vehicle.
Kasi yung type of baril na ginamit ko sa
Yes, makikita doon sa trajectory report kasi yung mga tama ng bola, yung ng bala can determine kung anong caliber ang kan. Kasi depende sa butas din yung pagtama, makikita sa crime report natin yun.
So, Sir, offhand po, pinabangit na po yung violation ng mga police operation procedure. Ano pa po yung nakikita nating mga lapses, kung matatawag natin ganun, na nakomit ng mga operatives natin dun sa checkpoint?
We will await the final report para makomment natin lahat sa mga lapses na nangyari. But based on what you have said earlier, kung yun ay as a basis, those are violations of police operational procedures.
Okay, Alvin. Sa
Sir, doon po sa 8 nag-positive sa paraffin test, kasama po ba si kung sino doon sa nag-positive doon sa paraffin test?
Actually, the report that has been sent to us is just a number. Hindi pa namin alam kung sino. So we just took the numbers lang muna. Hindi pa namin kung sino sa kanila ang may nag-positive.
Sir, follow up lang po.
Yes.
Sir, pwede po bang makakuha ng konting background doon sa Big Seaman Group? Ano po ba yung pagkatao ni Big Seaman?
Kasama sa investigation sa ginagawa natin yan, and we will give you the report in due time.
Good afternoon, sir. Isang question lang, sir. Of course, we have gathered all these facts. Being fact-finding ginagawa ng PNP. Sino-sino, sir, ang mga sources nito? Of course, nakakausap niyo yung mga tao. And ilan ang pinagtanungan nyo sa, of course, both parties din. Does this include also si Colonel Marantang na nasa hospital na ngayon?
What we have been presenting, yung nakita natin doon sa crime scene. Yun yung pinapresent natin dito. And then we have asked some people in the area, lalo na yung mga police, some policemen, because we are just ferreting out the truth dito sa pangyayari na to.
From all indications, sir, yung vehicle po na sustain niya ang 186 bullet wounds yung bala sa na sustain. So, are you saying it's overkill, sir? Did you agree?
We cannot say sa ngayon. It will be up to the assessment of the investigators or the kung sino man ang magkakandak ng assessment. So sa ngayon, we have no conclusions as of now. We are just presenting to you yung mga nakuha namin mga detalye.
Sir, doon sa mga officers na na-relieve na na-mention nyo, so, Quezon Provincial Director, si Superintendent Valeriano din yung tapos yung Lieutenant Police si Dalawang, sir. Sino pa po ba yung iba, sir?
All of those who are involved in the incident, the officers will be reassigned here in Camp Crame. The PNCOs will be reassigned to Camp Vicente Lim in Laguna, and they will be placed under restricted custody pending the investigation of NBI, because we will fully cooperate with the investigations that will be conducted by NBI.
There's a mention of 265,000 pesos recovered from the crime scene. Ito ba yung gagamitin pera para kayo yung movies, or is this something different sa weapon, o kanino po nakuha?
It is stated in the yung mga detalye kung saan nakuha yung mga pera na yon. Actually, they were taken from the bodies of those who were killed in the incident, and inipon lang yun, tapos yun ang total.
So,
collective sa lahat.
So, wala pang specifics po na rin yung magkano?
Actually, meron specifics na kung magkano, pero it is with the report sa scene of crime operatives natin.
Pero kasi napagkakataon namin namin ng pera sa isang bank na mas malaki na total ng pera sa isang bank.
We have no report as of yet.
Hindi ba ito makakapit sa wala yung mga so far, may mga discussion na medyo apektado po yung pulis na
The conduct of checkpoints, hindi dapat malulumuran lang ating magkapulisan, because if they just follow the police operational procedures in setting up a checkpoint, there's nothing to be afraid of. You just do your job. Yun lang importante sa atin. Gawin lang natin ang trabaho natin. Itong pangyayari nito, kaya naimbestigahan because of may namatay po dito na 13. And we cannot just discard yung other possibilities na pangyayari ito. That's why we are investigating.
Sir, ano ba ang pagkakaalam kay Colonel?
This is, hindi ko po sila kakilala personally, and siguro I cannot speculate on their personalities.
Mga kapuso, yan po isinasagawang command conference sa Camp Crame na pinunahan ni DILG Secretary Mar Rojas at PNP Chief Cesar Purisima patungkol po doon sa nangyaring insidente sa Atimonan, Quezon, at sinabi nga po ni DILG Secretary Mar Rojas na ang fact-finding committee ng PNP ay magsusumite ng kanilang resulta ng investigasyon sa NBI, sa Commission on Human Rights at pati na rin sa Office of the President.